This is the Sakar Murli of 5th of November 2025. Essence. Sweet children, this whole world is a big hospital of the diseased. Baba has come to make the whole world free from disease. Question. Which awareness should you have so that you never wilt or experience waves of sorrow? Answer. We are now to leave these old bodies and this old world and return home, and then take rebirth in the new world. We are now studying Raja Yoga in order to go to the kingdom. The Father is establishing a spiritual land of kings, Rajasthan, for us children. When you maintain this awareness, you will have no waves of sorrow. Song. You are the mother and you are the father. Om Shanti. This song is not for you children. It is played to explain to new ones. It isn't that everyone here is sensible. No. It is those who are senseless who have to be made sensible. You children understand how senseless you became. The Father is now making you sensible, just as students in schools become sensible by studying. They become barristers or engineers according to their understanding. Here you souls are made sensible. It is souls who study through bodies. However, the education you receive outside for the livelihood of your bodies is for a temporary period. Some Hindus convert to Christianity. Why do they do that? In order to attain a little happiness, in order to get a job easily and earn money for their livelihood. You children now know that you first of all have to become soul conscious. This is the main thing, because this world is diseased. There isn't a single human being who isn't diseased. There is definitely one disease or another. This whole world is the biggest hospital in which all human beings are impure and diseased. Their lifespans are also very short. They experience sudden death. They are taken by the claws of death. Only you children understand these things. You children serve not only Bharat, but the whole world in an incognito way. The main thing is that no one knows the Father. Although they are human beings, they don't know the Father from beyond this world. They have no love for Him. The Father says, now have love for me. By having love for me, you will return home with me. You have to stay in this dirty world until you return home. First of all, from being body conscious, become soul conscious. Only then will you be able to imbibe this knowledge and remember the Father. Those who don't become soul conscious are of no use. Everyone is body conscious. You understand that if you don't become soul conscious and remember the Father, you become as you were before. The main thing is to become soul conscious. It is not to know creation. The knowledge of the Creator and creation is remembered. It isn't said, knowledge of creation first and then the Creator. No. First is the Creator, who is the Father. It is said, O God the Father. He comes and makes you children equal to Himself. The Father is constantly soul conscious, and this is why He is the Supreme. The Father says, I am soul conscious. I make the one I enter soul conscious. I enter him in order to convert him, because he too was body conscious. I tell him, consider yourself to be a soul and have accurate remembrance of me. There are many people who believe that souls are separate from human beings. Since the soul leaves the body, it means there must be the two things. The Father explains that each of you is a soul. It is souls who take rebirth. Souls adopt bodies and play their parts. Baba repeatedly says, consider yourselves to be souls. This requires great effort. Students go to a garden in order to study in solitude. When priests go for a walk, they do so in silence. They don't remain soul conscious, they just stay in remembrance of Christ. They can even remember him while staying at home, but they especially stay in solitude and remember Christ and don't look anywhere else. Those who are very good believe that by remembering Christ they will go to him. They believe that Christ is sitting in heaven and that they will also go to heaven. They also believe that Christ has gone to Heavenly God the Father and that they too will go to him by having remembrance of him. All Christians are children of that one. They have some correct knowledge because the Christ soul hasn't gone back home up above. The name Christ is of the body that was put on the cross. A soul cannot be put on a cross. It is wrong to say that the Christ soul went to God the Father. How can anyone return home yet? Each founder of a religion definitely has to sustain his religion after establishing it. When a building is whitewashed, that too is sustenance. You now have to remember the Unlimited Father. No one but the Unlimited Father can give you this knowledge. You have to benefit yourselves. From being diseased, you have to become free from disease. This is a big hospital of the diseased. The whole world is a hospital of the diseased. Those who are diseased will definitely die quickly. The Father comes and makes this whole world free from disease. It isn't that you will become free from disease here. The Father says it is in the new world that you are free from disease. You cannot become free from disease in this old world. Lakshmi and Narayan are free from disease, ever healthy. They have long lifespans there. Those who are vicious are diseased. Those who are viceless are not diseased. They are completely viceless. The Father himself says, at this time, the whole world in general, and Bharat in particular, is diseased. You children first go into a world that is free from disease. It is by staying on the pilgrimage of remembrance that you become free from disease. By having remembrance, you will go to your sweet home. This too is a pilgrimage. Souls are on a pilgrimage to the Father, the Supreme Soul. This is a spiritual pilgrimage. No one else can understand these words. You also understand this number-wise, but you forget it. This is the main thing. It is very easy to explain. However, only those who stay on the spiritual pilgrimage themselves can explain to others. If you yourselves are not on this pilgrimage and try to tell others, your arrows will not strike the target. There has to be the power of truth. We remember Baba so much. A wife remembers her husband so much. That one is the husband of all husbands, the father of all fathers, and the guru of all gurus. Gurus too remember that one father. Even Christ used to remember the Father, but no one knows him. Only when the Father comes can he give his introduction. The people of Bharat don't know the Father, so how can others know him? People come from abroad to learn yoga. They believe that God taught ancient yoga. They have faith in that. The Father says, only once every cycle do I come and teach you true yoga. The main thing is to consider yourselves to be souls and to remember the Father. This is known as spiritual yoga. All the others are physical yogas. They have yoga with the Brahm element of light. That is not the Father, that is the great element, the place of residence. Only the one Father is right. Only the one Father is called the truth. The people of Bharat don't know how the Father is the truth. Only he establishes that land of truth. There are the land of truth and the land of falsehood. When you are living in the land of truth, Ravan's kingdom doesn't exist. It is after half a cycle that the kingdom of Ravan, the land of falsehood, begins. The whole of the Golden Age is said to be a land of truth. The end of the Iron Age is a land of falsehood. You are now sitting at the confluence. You are neither here nor there. You are now travelling. It is souls who travel, not the bodies. The Father comes and teaches you how to travel. He teaches you how to go there from here. Those people travel to the moon and stars, etc. You now know that there is no benefit in that. It will be through those things that destruction will take place. All the efforts that they are making are useless. You know that all the things that are being created through science are going to be useful to you in the future. This drama is predestined. The unlimited Father comes and teaches you. Therefore you should have so much regard for him. There is generally a lot of regard for teachers. A teacher instructs you to study well and pass. If you don't obey your teacher, you fail. The Father says, I teach you in order to make you into the masters of the world. Lakshmi and Narayan are the masters. Although their subjects too are masters, there are varieties of status. All the people of Bharat say that they are its masters. Even the poor consider themselves to be the masters of Bharat. However, there is a difference between a king and them. The difference in status is because of this knowledge. One has to be clever in this knowledge. Purity too is essential. Health and wealth are also required. There is everything in heaven. The Father explains the aim and objective to you. No one else in the world has this aim and objective in his intellect. You instantly say that this is what you are becoming. Our kingdom will be over the whole world. It is now government of the people by the people. At first there were those who were double-crowned, then those with a single crown, and now those with no crown. Baba told you in a Murli to make a picture of those with a single crown bowing down to the kings with a double crown. The Father says, I am now making you into the double-crowned kings of kings. They are kings for a short time, whereas here it is a matter of 21 births. The first and main thing is to become pure. You called out to me to come and purify the impure. You didn't ask to be made into kings. You children now have unlimited renunciation. You will leave this world and go home, and then go to heaven. You should have this happiness inside you. Since you understand that you are going home and then to your kingdom, why do you wilt and experience sorrow? We souls will go home and then take rebirth in that new world. Why do you children not experience permanent happiness? It is because there is a lot of opposition from Maya that your happiness decreases. The Purifier himself says, remember me, and your sins of many births will be burnt away. You become Swadarshan Chakradari. You know that you will go to your kingdom of Rama. There have been many different types of king here. There is now going to be a spiritual Rajasthan, land of kings. You will become the masters of heaven. Christians do not understand what is meant by heaven. They call the land of liberation heaven. It isn't that Heavenly God the Father lives in heaven. He lives in the land of peace. You are now making effort to go to paradise. You have to show this difference. God the Father is the one who resides in the land of liberation, whereas the new world is called heaven. Only the Father comes and establishes paradise. The place that you call the land of peace, they call heaven. All of these things have to be understood. The Father says this knowledge is very easy. This is the knowledge to become pure and to go to the lands of liberation and liberation in life. Only the Father gives this knowledge. When someone is about to be put on the gallows, he believes inside that he is going to God. The executioner tells him to remember God, even though neither of them knows God. That one only remembers his friends and relatives at that time. It is remembered, someone who remembers his wife at the end, ... He would definitely remember someone or another. It is only in the golden age that they are conquerors of attachment. There they know that they will shed their bodies and take new ones. There is no need to have remembrance there. This is why it is said, everyone remembers God at times of sorrow. There is sorrow here. Therefore they remember Him, hoping to receive something from God. There they will have already received everything. You can say that your aim is to make human beings into theists and make them belong to the Lord and Master. At this time all are orphans. We now belong to the Lord and Master. Only the Father gives the inheritance of happiness, peace and prosperity. Lakshmi and Narayan live long lives. You also know that the people of Bharat previously used to live long lives. Now they live short lives. No one knows why they have become so short. It is very easy for you to understand this and then explain to others. This too is number-wise. Each one's explanation is his own. Each of you explains according to how much you have imbibed. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to you, spiritual children. Essence for Dharna 1. Just as the Father is constantly soul-conscious, so you too should make full effort to remain soul-conscious. By your heart loving the one Father, you will return home with Him. 2. Pay full regard to the unlimited Father, that is, follow the Father's orders. The Father's first order is, children, study well and pass. Follow this order. Blessing. May you be a true server and put power into those who are weak with your powerful service. The real speciality of a true server is to become an instrument to fill weak ones with power. Everyone does service, but the reason for the difference seen in their success is a lack of power in the instruction for doing service. For instance, when a sword is not sharp, that sword does not work. In the same way, if the instructions for doing service do not have the power of remembrance in them, there is then no success. This is why you have to become powerful servers. Fill weak ones with power and enable quality souls to emerge. You will then be called a true server. Slogan. Consider every situation to be a means to have the flying stage and constantly continue to fly. Avyak signal. Increase the practice of the bodiless stage, Ashariri and Videhi. It is actually easy to become bodiless, but in order to think and become bodiless when you have a situation in front of you, when there are some complications in service or a situation that brings upheaval, you need to practice it over a long period of time. When your thinking and doing take place simultaneously, you will then be able to pass the final paper. Om Shanti.